Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind. Well, we're going to do something a little bit different. We found out today that on April the 30th, Frontier will take the snapshot for Beta 2. So you have until April 30th at some point during the day, so at least through April the 29th, to do the grinding you need to purchase the ships that you want to take into Beta 2, all of the modules, all those things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run out to Jameson Memorial Station. It's in a founder system. And we're going to pick up 3 cutters. So we're to get to play with that fleet of cutters to set them up the way that we want to. And it's cheaper there. They're 10% off, and it'll cost me quite a bit to get them out to Babbage. And we'll just transport them, or have them transported there. And we'll go from there. So we need to load up a load to go to Babbage, so we don't totally waste that trip. And pick up the travel Python, because we have 4 Pythons. We have a travel, we have a cargo, we have a planetary, and a mining. Well, we want to do the same thing with the cutters. We want 4 of them. Okay, so let's say sys left. We need Babbage. We got 6 missions. Let's just go ahead and pick all the ones to Babbage first, and then try to top it off. Missions have been a little bit scarce, but since we stacked them, we have some missions. Okay, that's all we got. So let's look for something going to Babbage. There's one. Sys right. We can take one that's up to 75, because I don't really want to go over it. Yeah, there's a palladium that I just want to accept. And on our travels, we could be interdicted just because we have contracts for missions. Sometimes it's just too hard to deliver all of them before we make a trip. So we're used to having to put up with interdictions anyway.
Incoming mission critical message.
But this is the good part of grinding. I don't want to take that one, it's too big. That's too big. Is you can just buy things. Like cutters. And have 4 of them. Okay, we'll probably just take that. Sis left. And we'll probably do it in 2 parts, this video. Part 1 will be getting out to Jameson Memorial and purchasing the 3 additional cutters. And then we'll do an outfitting after that, because we're going to spend some credits here to get the basics that we need. Be sure to look to the lower right and pick that subscribe button. It helps me with YouTube eventually. And when we hit the minimum, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you get notified when I create additional videos.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Underneath the video, in the description, you'll find ways to donate to our channel. Please consider donating. No amount is too small. Anything will help.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And underneath the video to the left, you'll see our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 570 more videos for you to watch. And I do have a video on 6 interdictions, and it was in the cutter. So you should watch that one. Just in our YouTube channel, put in interdictions. And you'll see at least 3 videos. You'll see 2 7s here in the Python. And you'll see one of 6 that's in the cutter. The one of 6 in the cutter was my very first video that I created. And you can tell that it's my very first one. And I was kind of pushed into creating that one because I was told I was lying about having 6 interdictions. So that was to prove the viral crowd wrong. And then they said, well, it's because you're stacking missions. No, they said I was lying because I got 6 interdictions. Didn't have anything to do with stack missions in the beginning. It's just they changed their story. Because they can never be wrong. You know, even when they're wrong. I like having everything in front of me or beside me if I can do it. But you can see by the positioning of the station, we'll be kind of behind it. Could have went around to the other side. Oh, that's better.
Lacey, Romeo, Golf, India. Submit a docking request and a landing pad will be reserved for you, Commander. Access approved. Make your way to landing pad 38.
Sis up.
Automated docking confirmed.
Sis left. Yeah, we got 9.5 hours to get back and run that Brunel. We're going to come in here and pick up our travel Python. And head toward Jameson Memorial.
This is Newman 212 dropping to approach speed. Request clearance, over.
Welcome, Commander. Please make your way to the designated.
And I probably have it in my bookmarks anyway. We'll see. I have it, this system saved in clipboard. I can copy over.
Docking completed. Disembark when ready.
Is this right? Make sure we don't have anything else, which we don't. Go to the shipyard. I have 5 ships here. Planetary, mining, travel. Just want to look at the outfitting real quick and see if that's acceptable for our travel. Because we got to go about 560 light years. It's the RGPYTTRL travel. We'll probably pick up hard points to bring back. We have a 6A. Yeah, I think that's good because the A's are cooler. They run cooler. It cuts back on your jump range slightly, but it's pretty nice. We have the Guardian frameshift drive. We have a fuel scoop and a large fuel tank. We get around a 44 light year jump the way we have it configured. Sys left. Galaxy map. Let's see. We have Jameson Memorial in here. Yep, right there. It's in Rata Desera. It's called the Founder System. 14 jumps. And that's with a 44 light year jump range. Sys up. Sys up. Again, the reason we're doing this, we heard today that the snapshot for Beta 2 will be taken on April the 30th. So we're just going to pick up some things, spend some credits that we've been grinding.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking coupler disengaged. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
And if you'd press that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of your screen, it doesn't cost you anything. It notifies you when I produce additional videos, and it'll help me with YouTube eventually when I get to the minimum subscribers.
581, request takeoff.
Yeah, we're going to have to get into Super Cruise. There's our jumps behind us.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
So we'll try to get there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm always doing that.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I was just afraid those pirates were going to come in after me. Okay, we got a long trip. We got 14 jumps. Do not hit the acceleration until after you're pointing away from the star, which I didn't, but and use your Discovery scanner, so that helps you with your Explorer ranking and with Universal Cartographics.
Frameshift drive charging.
I like these A engines, like this is a 6A. Really like those because they run so much cooler.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I have a 28 million credit fuel scoop on this ship, but it has an extra fuel tank, and with the 45 light year, we probably won't have to
System scan
use the fuel
complete.
scoop, but we could.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And the Guardian FSD booster takes up so much more fuel too, so I always have to keep that in consideration. It's not me that sticks to the throttle. It's saying to slow down. It's like, well,
Frameshift
you're
drive charging.
the stupid equipment that has the stuck throttles.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I mean, I'm not the one that tells the throttle to stick. It's the obstacle course in the game.
Fuel scooping.
It's like since it was already doing it, it's fine. Yeah, this one's working better just going slower.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, that's pretty cool. Speed up again.
Frameshift drive charging.
And now we have full tank again. That's what's nice about those big fuel scoops, like a Class 6. Fuels up pretty quick. Now we definitely don't have an issue.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Sys left. We got 8 more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
And sometimes I scan at the beginning when we first come into the system, and then again when it's charging, just to make sure.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And it's not as much for my purpose as it is for yours. I want you to get used to that Discovery scanner. It helps you with your Explorer ranking, and it does pay under Universal Cartographic. So it probably pays for our fuel usage. I believe we have 7 more jumps. So I said we're going to make this into 2 parts.
1, engage.
The travel to Jameson Memorial, the purchasing of the 3 cutters. Checking on the video. Always a good thing to do, since we do have trouble from time to time.
Frameshift drive charging.
I believe we have 6 more.
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I do feather going toward the destination because they always put it where the star is between you and your destination. Again, it's all about the obstacle.
Charging.
That's why it works that way. You come in to a system at the worst possible place.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Compared to your destination. And that's on purpose.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, look at that throttle. Don't you just love it?
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I like the stuck throttles as much as I like interdictions. Not in the least.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
We might have a neutron star. Be careful on these. They will fry you. You gotta be very, very careful with those neutron stars. Here we go. This is our destination.
Frameshift drive charging.
Those neutron stars, you've got to go between the cones. Do not touch those cones.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now for neutron star jumps, you touch the ends of the cones. And it will charge your FSD to like 10 times normal. Sis left. Sis left. Everything here is 10% off, and they carry everything. Is the reason you come here. Now there is a station put in my YouTube channel discount, and there's a station that has a 15% discount, but they don't carry every ship and every module like this one. And I think this is named after the Jameson from Jameson crash site that we go to. I don't know the lore about it. It's just in guessing. Some of you probably do know the lore. I'm sure it's easily researched. I believe he was one of the founders. As I've mentioned before, we found out that April the 30th is the snapshot date for the Beta 2s. So it's probably about 2 weeks out from that time will be the Beta 2.
to have you, Commander. Please note that all station services
left.
are at your disposal.
Oops.
Permission authorized. Clear to land at Docking Bay 26. Automated docking initiated.
Scan detected.
Yeah, I hit buttons
Lighting
that I
gear
don't mean
deployed.
to at times. Hit wrong buttons.
Docking successful. Perform landing checklist. Greetings, Commander.
Craziness. They got 37 ships here. And they have cutters. They're 183 million here, where they're normally like 206. So we're gonna buy one. Shipyard. We're going to buy number 2. See my balance going down. Shipyard. Purchase. Number 3. Yeah, you lose 10% when you sell it back. I don't plan on selling them back. Let's see what our outfitting is like. Kind of bland. We'll probably load them up with with mining. Equipment. So when we transfer them over, turreted and the fixed versions. Yeah, because it's on the wing. I was trying to see where is that coming from. I don't care for those 7Es on the power plant. I'm probably not going to go 7As on everything, but where we have some variant in it. Yeah, we're spending some bucks. Yeah, these don't have auto docking. So I always have to make sure I've got those. And see, we're a little short on power, so what we can do
Shields online.
we can give it a little more.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Shields online. 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 Shields offline. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Shields online. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields online. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields online.
I'm not going to do all of them because I want to make sure, well, we're going to have them transferred over anyway, but And on the second video, we'll do the others. And some we'll do when we get back. You can see our power's better now because we modded it. Now our jump range is 23. We can probably get another 10 out of it with the Guardian. FSD booster. We might do most of this later. Yeah, I think that's the one I have. Yeah, I don't think that's any of that stuff. I'll have to check my other cutter. I think it's that one. Again, we'll have to check it later. Okay, so I think that will suffice for the moment. But we've spent about 700 million just on that one. So I don't know if I want to spend a whole lot more on the others. Yet. Let's see what time we got. Might create a more of a stripped down version, or one slot less. I don't care about that. And we can always bring the fleet carrier out and modify the ships even more. We'll probably leave the cutters here for now. So we can come back and modify them some more. When we rack up some more money. Yeah, I was going to do it in 2 parts, but we'll go ahead and try to abbreviate it and we'll come back at another time and work on them some more. And like those are empty. And I don't have them decked out really the way I want yet. Go back and produce some more funds. And especially in June, we'll bring out the fleet carrier with all the ships and kind of add to. Yeah, that one's a 7A. Probably gonna have to add some more oomph to it.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields offline. Shields online. Shields offline. Power plant capacity exceeded. Power plant capacity exceeded. Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields online.
So that gave us a little bit more. We'll have to engineer them a little bit more. Now there's a lot of deployed stuff that we're not going to have all of that on there. Okay, well, I think that might be enough for today. So we'll head back. Well, at least we got them purchased. Sis left. Go back to CEOs. Back to Babbage. Pick up our cargo ship. $14 jumps. So now we went from 10.5 down to 9.8. So we've spent about 700 million. And we got a lot more spending to do on those cutters. But that's the initial. Takes several rounds.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed to your ship. It's
Landing gear retracted.
Detachment complete. Moderate speed on exit.
Be sure to look to the lower right of the video and press that subscribe button. Helps me with YouTube and doesn't cost you anything. And you're notified when I create additional videos. So let's get back to Babbage. We're going to run missions and try to pay for this stuff.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
We got about 700-800 million to make up. We're still good for April 30th. make sure all is still well, which it is. And we'll cut out some of the travel time.
Frameshift drive charging.
It says I'm not aligned. Of course I'm not.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Be sure to look under the video in the description and consider donating to our channel because of the costs are so high and our budget is so low.
Frameshift drive.
And it might be June before we get the cutters completely decked out.
Frameshift drive charging.
But at least we purchased them. We can pull them over during the beta just to use them if we wish, the way they are.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'll probably wind up selling all my modules that are E-class, like the 7Es and 6Es and stuff, and go with a little bit better stuff since we're modding them anyway. I like the A-class, A and B, just because they're cooler. They run cooler
4,
and you have them
3,
modded.
2, 1. Engage.
They work much better. And be sure to check out our YouTube channel underneath the video to the left, GFilm_RDG, where there's over 570 more videos for you to
4,
watch.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's why we grind, so we can spend lots of credits on fleet carriers and cutters and pythons. Fleet carrier is going to allow us to carry those with us everywhere we go, or pretty much everywhere we go.
System scan
Little
complete.
short excursions we'll do without the fleet cutter, but a lot of times we'll just take it with us. Just take everything.
Frameshift drive charging.
Especially when we go visit the engineers with all the ships to get them experimental done.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
And you have like an infinite supply of fuel with fuel scoops. But because we have repair on our fleet cutter, or fleet carrier, And we can even use material for synthesis to do repair.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let it cool down a little bit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, we have plenty of fuel now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yep. Cios is our next stop.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But the cutters are more for the future. They're not really for now. But over time, I want to set them up. At least we got the base core purchased. There's still plenty of expenses for them. At least we got the core. Now, a little bit at a time, we'll get them to where we want. I mean, that's the way it is with the Pythons right now. Continue to tweak them, and over time, we'll get them set up exactly the way we want. Kind of why I wanted to go ahead and get them, because I can keep tweaking them the way I want. We'll try to trim off some of this video a little bit, but we'll see. That's why there's a fast forward on the video. Sis left. Yeah, all of those interdictions, and we have no cargo on board. So even if we had lost the interdiction, they wouldn't have got anything. There was nothing to get. Total waste of their time, which it's a total waste of their time anyway, because they never win the interdictions with me, so there's not much of a point, except for just to harass me. And they're real good about that. They win at harassing me. That's all it is harassment. But yep, I didn't want to spend very much more than that because I want to make sure I got plenty of funds for the fleet carrier. But we have about 5-6 more days, so we'll make up plenty of credits between now and then. Well, I appreciate you coming along with me on our purchase of 3 more cutters.
Lacey, Romeo, Golf, India. Welcome to this federal facility. Please observe all standard docking procedures.
Sis left.
Access approved. Land on pad 3-5. Assisted docking initiated.
Make sure you press that subscribe button in the lower right. It doesn't cost you anything. You're notified when I create more videos, and it will help me with YouTube eventually when I get up to their minimum. Underneath the video, in the description at the bottom of it, you will find ways to donate. Please consider donating to our channel. Creating 570 plus videos takes a pounding on our budget with storage equipment, hardware, software, computer equipment, audio equipment, and all of those things. So no amount is too small, so help us as much as you can. Underneath the video to the left, you'll see our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, so you'll find those 570 plus videos that were made in 2020 or 3306. It's all newer content.
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew.
We need our cargo python. The mining, the planetary, and the cargo. So we got to name the cutters too. There'll be a cargo and a mining and a travel and planetary for it too. We're in our cargo, it's fully fueled, and we're ready to go back to Sothis Mining to start running missions again. So we'll pick up at around 98.50, and we'll have the disclaimers because we spent over 700 million on cutters. So come along again when we run some more cargo missions to support our fleet carrier, because the pythons and the cutters are support ships for the fleet carrier. So until next time, thank you for watching.